Oh yeah, baby. You know who you're watching. There we go. Button and now, yep.
Yeah.
G'day folks, this is the Coffee Bush Kid in Central Vic. If you actually look around, I'm not in the coffee bush. I reckon it'd be hard going in here, and my thinking at the moment is because it's hard going and I'm just fresh out, I've probably got a little bit of enthusiasm to sort of get in amongst all this stuff. I know I'm in a gully where I got some nice stuff a video or so ago, and we have this signal. As a first old banger. You got to have a dig at that. So, you don't know what it is. You know, will it be some coin? Will it be, I don't know, a buckle? Who knows? I'm out with my scalpel because the old stealth spade had a handle malfunction. Now, can you see what I see? What have we got? What have we got? Oh, I know what we've got. That is part of a lamp. There we go, there's our wick advancer. We may well be able to see whose it is, but if we do that sort of gently, there we go. We can see there it's the wick advancer, and that'll hold the chimney. The glass chimney, you know. Oh, and we've got writing there as well. We'll have a look at that in the roundup. But, you know, that was a fairly good signal. We weren't going to miss it. And that's what we got for our troubles. You got to say there's something wrong with me. Like, I'm coming here because no one in their right mind would. So, what's that say? But anyway, I am looking for bare patches of ground, and in a bare patch of ground I dug a hole because I got a signal that gave me that. And you may well say, well, what is that? And I would probably be asking the same thing. I can tell you it's brassy stuff, and I've just dropped it. But yeah, interesting little piece. Don't know what it is. But that's two pieces already that have been flared together there in the middle. Nice little piece of old stuff. Anyway, nice patina, and we will keep going. I'm out in a bit more of a clearing. I'm sort of around where I found more stuff. Look at this signal. Have a look at this one. You're not going to leave that in the ground. That spodge is all over that centre line. Is it a coin on edge? Is it silver? Is it, oh, who knows what it is. But I tell you what, I'll tell you one thing. We're going to know what it is. So, oh, I know what that is. You know what it is too. Let's get into a bit more better focus. There we go. Another doorknob. You come out in the middle of the Australian bush, into the centre of the Goldfields, to find yourself a doorknob. Oh, good sign of dwellings, isn't it? You don't just keep a doorknob in your pocket, do you? You don't put them on the front of your tent either. Anyway, I'll put that in the pouch. We'll keep going and find something else. Just below a little bit of a dwelling site, 3940. What would you expect to find? You may may well expect to find that. Yep, there we go. Another thimble to add to the collection. Quick little rub. I'm not expecting it. No, she's just a brass one. Always hopeful for a silver, but that's a brassy nonetheless. But a cool find. That's a nice big one actually. Anyway, that'll go in the pouch and we'll keep going. Let's have a go at this one as a more decent a target. At least it's solid and consistent. So it's just down in there. So we will find out what it is. Okay. Wants to sound like it's in the clod, which is a good thing. Oh, there we go. There's something. What's that? Oh, yeah. Now. Washer with a square hole. There we go. I'm going to say right off the bat that that's out of a door. Yep. Oh, that's okay. That's an interesting little find. Let's see if we can find something a little bit more interesting up. Like big copper or bronze, or maybe even a bit of wild silver. Anyway, we will keep looking. It's got to be something a little bit better. Down in here, and there's lots of signals and plip-plop in the ground, but we've got this one. Yeah, nice, constant, solid. I have seen it. Don't know what it is though, but it almost looks like it's got a coin-like edge. Oh, now being that low, am I going to say, oh, I reckon it could be a Chinese coin? There's the coil. It does look roundish, doesn't it? How's that? Chinese coins, if we were talking equinox speak, they usually come in somewhere between 16 and 18. So that 44, 46, that's where they come in. And that's pretty cool to find. I'm in the midst of an old house site. So I reckon I will clean that up and we will see what we've got. All right, we are back. That's one side. Now, sometimes these can come out absolutely magnificent, and then other times they are as crusty as anything. And I think this one may well fall into the latter. So yeah, I may not be able to get a date off that. Certainly not going to get one out here. But yeah, that's what she is. Bit crusty, but it is a Chinese coin, and that is a great find in anyone's language. So we will keep moving on. Moving on. Just over there I had the Chinese coin. We've just come along the embankment. I've got to be careful I don't bloody go over backwards. But we've got this one. Ooh, hang on, there we go. You're not going to leave that just sitting there unattended, are you? Now, funnily enough, it is under this rock. Alright, move that out the way. I wonder if we can pick it up with the pinpointer. The new Pro Fine 40. It wants to tell us it's about there, so that's all good. Oh, It didn't like being put away in my pocket, being on. Alrighty. Let's see what we've got in there. Okay. Right. Carefully putting hand down in. Good. Oh, you ripper. Well, that's all right. There we go. That's all right indeed. Halfpenny. Don't know what ilk, but we'll clean that up with a brush and we will find out. Be back with you in a tick. Right, we are back. And if we do that, that does look like a Vicky Vale head. It's got some bloody copper cancer on it, which is always a bugger. And we can see it better there. And the date is 1896. Look at that. Halfpenny with Britannia there. Coin's seen better days, and this one will not be making it into the collection. Just as a sub note, if you have a coin that's got that stuff on it, don't put it in with your other pennies because it will spread. So unfortunately this one will be placed somewhere else. Anyway, nonetheless, 2 holes this afternoon, 2 coins. That's not bad. Will we keep it up? Who knows? But there's only going to be one way to find out. You know, will we find a cricket bucket? Will we get another snake one? Put your orders in as to what we're going to find. But we need to keep swinging to do exactly that.
Everyone's running like they stole a dream. Images of magazines. Take your chance while you're still young. Glory flickers like a candle in the desert sun. Wasted time on an overpass.
Dig holes that all the bloody pigs snouted out. They've certainly missed a lot of good stuff. Look at this one. Now I've dug it out. I know what it is. I know what it is because right there it is. We've got ourselves another Chinese coin now. Oh, who knows if this one's in better condition. Clean her up, we'll find out. Here we are back. It is cleaned up, and this is better than our last one, or conditioned anyway. So that's the back end. It tells you what mint it was minted in. And there's our front. Look at that. That's a ripper. Now, this coin in my hand, 1662 to 1722. These are some of the oldest coins you'll find down under in Australia, mate. Bloody ripper. So these came out with the Chinese out to the diggings. Now, another little thing I'll show you, having worked in a foundry. These coins, though we say they're minted, they're not stamped between 2 dies. They are poured. Now, what happens when the bronze or copper alloy starts to get a bit cold? It doesn't flow as well. And you see that little hole there? That is what we would call in the industry the start of a short pore where it hasn't been hot enough to go through all the areas, and where the thinner parts are, it won't flow. So there's an old 1662 to 1722 Chinese coin with a short pore. Doesn't make it any more valuable, probably takes away from it. I think it makes it. Bloody gorgeous. Anyway, this is another target they've left behind. The pigs have left behind. Anyway, we will keep going, see what else we can find. In fact, actually, before we do, let's just do that. Look at that. I should have done that in the first place. That's just bloody unbelievable. A coin that is that old. In that, you know, if you were that old, you wouldn't mind being in this sort of condition, would you? Bloody brilliant. Anyway, we will keep going. I'll just quickly show you this. There's where we got our coin from. I just got another signal, but look at all this. This is all rust and stuff. All of that. So, Chinese coin right beside all this rusty steel and tinny stuff. Pretty amazing, hey? Modern detectors. Oh, just down here I was getting 24s, 26s. It ends up. There we are. Bit of gal. But in digging the hole, I spotted something else. There we go. Pipe stem. Probably, yeah, I would say that that would be bakelite. We'll probably find out later on. Anyway, it's, yeah, that's what it is, pipe stem. It's pretty cool. First one like that I've sort of found, so we will keep going. Well, down in that hole, we got ourselves, 36 signal. It was quite a few bars down. It was solid. So, yeah, we'll dig it. Well, we've got that. So, of course, what would the Coffee Bush Kids show be without a button? But actually, look at that button. Look at how deep the dimple is for the 4 holes. So it's really well made. Who have we got? I haven't actually read this. Oh, you ripper! It is an Ince Brothers Melbourne one. Almost looks like there's almost signs of silvering, but I don't really think so. Ince Brothers. I do love me an Ince Brothers story. Now, there were 2 Ince Brothers. They ended up, one went to Melbourne. I think one went to either Geelong or Ballarat. But old man Ince, he married a 28-year-old when he was in his 70s. And I've told the story before many a time. They got married, they went into the hotel, they went up to their room, and it only lasted about 20 minutes before the young lass, the young bride, came back down all distraught because poor old Mr. Ince Sr. had died. Everyone wonders whether he actually had a smile on his face or not. Anyway, an Ince Brothers button from Melbourne. And that's a bloody crack and find, that. Really well-made button, that. Anyway, we shall keep hunting. Well, just down there where my foot was, 56. Absolute solid each way. If that is potentially not one of the smallest harmonicas, you'd fit that into a little pocket. There's a little bugger. It's only, if I get my little finger out the way, yep, look at that, width of my palm. That's pretty cool. Anyway, we'll keep going. Swung over the hole again, as you should do, and I got me another signal. Oh, it was a 2728. And yes, look at that. No, it is not a keyhole escutcheon. That is a fastener off a corset. And we can see the 2 little rivets up the top. And we can also see that it is still attached to the piece of steel that it was originally attached to, with probably another 4 of its brothers or sisters, whichever way you want to look at it. But anyway, that is the front of a corset. Breathe in. I think it was a 34 signal. Now it's like that. It might have been 22, 23, you know, something like that. You're going to dig that, aren't you? You're going to dig that? And what are you going to find? Oh, I reckon you'll find yourself that. Ooh, she's had a hard life. There we are. Fiddleback spoon. Here's one of my favourite designs. Oh, I can even see right here some sort of would-be hallmarks. And if I then go that way, they're make-believe ones. Probably WP or something like that. Anyway, we'll put that in the pouch. We'll take it home, have a little bit of a clean. Yeah, she's had a hard life, could tell a tale. Actually, let me go out a bit. There we go. Now, no, too hard to tell. Teaspoons don't give you an idea of whether they were owned by a right or left-handed person. Anyway, we'll put that one in the pouch. We'll keep going. The way of things, isn't it? I have had a bad run of 31s, 32s, and you know, I've been digging a few and they've just been gal. And oh, this will be another one. No, it wasn't. That is part of a suspender buckle. Bright and shiny, that one is too. Yeah, not one I've had before. Probably early 1900s by the look of that. Especially with the chrome edge on it. Anyway, I'll put that one in the case. We'll see what else we can see. Are the detecting gods telling me it's time to go home for a cuppa? Well, who knows? But I reckon there's a fairly strong hint of it. There we go. There's another fiddleback. Yep, and we can see the would-be hallmarks on the back there as well. That looks like a different type. Anyway, we'll see those all later. But yeah, that's not a bad one. Nope, can't tell. Anyway, that's a nice little spoon, that one. Well, I thought I'd got me a thimble, but no, it is the end of some sort of stickage. We can see a couple of nice bits of bandage there, and there is a nail, and it goes all the way through and comes out that side. So, walking stick, I don't know. Would have been worn out if it was a walking stick. But it was the end of something that was, and I would say it was on a piece of wood, hence the nails. Anyway, cool little find. We'll keep going. Now have yourself a look at this. Ho, ho, ho. 2 bars down. Am I sniffing wild silver? Is that a threepence all day long? We are about to find out, because that is, I think, magnificent. Let's find out. I don't think we need to go too deep for it. Hey, get over there. Rightio. Just get the, move it out the way. Get the pinpointer. I can't see anything yet. Oh. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Well, that surprises me greatly. That's actually a chunk of lead. A rounded chunk of lead. funnily enough, it's as heavy as too. That's interesting. Well, must have been hay fever, not my buddy silver sniffing skills. But anyway, that's an interesting find nonetheless. That'll deserve a clean up, but not right at the moment. We'll keep going. Oh, with the Manticore down there, I did get me a good signal. It was 56, and it was fairly solid, and I've dug it. And there we go. Oh yeah, I think we're going to have to clean that up. Back with Unity. Wow, this is a beauty, isn't it? These are what I would call sash buckles. So they'll be able to be used to tighten and release a sash or something like that. We can see here on the back, one loopy bit, two loopy bits there. So they're the proper technical terminology for them, the loopy bits that the barry thing goes through. But yeah, that's a beautiful little buckle, that. I should have shown it to you, but I thought, oh, you know, I've dug so much bloody gal and all sorts of rubbish and shotty ends and everything like that. But this is beautiful. It came out really nice. Very happy with that. Very nice thing to have come out of the ground. Oh yeah, baby. You know who you're watching. There we go. Button, and now, yep, we've got us a suspender buckle. There we go. You little ripper. Gives a nice signal. And look at that. Perfect as always. Bloody, always hard to do one-handed too. But there we go. It works. Another suspender buckle to add to the 255,000 that I possess. That's cool. At least we managed to finish with one of those. Anyway, keep in mind, always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. And we'll catch you next time.